how do you think he should approach you?
Can dance and drink and cheers like next to me.
Wait, should we do a role play here? Get your drink. And then I just go like this, okay? And then you see you're smiling? Okay, now I'm in. What is up, guys, and welcome back to the One Night in Bangkok podcast. If you guys are new here, my name is Eric. I'm all the way from Boston, USA. I'm here with my favorite Bangkok podcast girl, Ern, and we're bringing you some of the best people and places and stories from right here in Bangkok. If you're coming here soon, if you're traveling to Thailand this year, if you want to live here, hit the subscribe button. Check us out on Apple and Spotify podcasts. Check out our Clips channel, One Night in Bangkok Clips. And if you like the show, if you like what we're doing, buy us a drink. We like to go out after this, and we appreciate your support. Tonight, we have a very full house. So Ern has brought some friends, and then those friends have brought some friends.
Yes.
So let's break down who exactly is here. Yeah. So first up, we've got Bambi.
Yes, Bambi.
Bambi, like the deer.
Yeah, like the deer from Thailand. Like the deer in Thailand. Next
is Ern's friend, Cherlissa. Did I say that right?
Yes, it's Cherlissa.
Okay, and Cherlissa, you brought some friends who are in the back here that don't have a mic. One of them currently has her mouth full with all the grapes and cheese and crackers that we put out.
Yeah.
What are your friends' names?
This one is Celia, and that one is Sharma.
Sharma, okay. Cool. So, and I'm pretty much outnumbered here. And then, of course, we've got Ern over here on the couch.
Hi.
So, I have no idea what we're going to talk about tonight. But what I can start with is, Ern, I hang out at the office a lot.
Yeah.
Right? Thong Law. And I was at the office working the other day. The office is like, it's not an office. It's like a food like workspace. It's
community.
Not like a community space, food shops, things like that, cafe kind of thing. And I was scrolling through my phone, and I never met Bambi, but we had talked about her a little bit, and so I had her on my Instagram, and I was scrolling through on Instagram, and I saw me in the background, I think, at the office.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait a second, that guy looks familiar. And so I went back, and I'm like, oh, wait, she's right behind me.
Yeah.
Wow.
So then I came over, and I sat down. But, a normal person would be like, oh, hi, I'm Eric. I know Ern. I didn't say that. I didn't really say anything.
He just showed the phone.
Yeah. Were you wondering?
Showed the story like that. He looked at my story, and like, actually, I was like, I don't remember you. When you sit, I was like, what? And then it's like, you show, and I'd be, oh, it's a Ern friend that I like see from the podcast.
Yeah.
Yes.
When I came over, did you think I would answer this honestly? Did you think I was coming over and hit on you?
No, but I didn't think like you're gonna hit out for me. But I was like, who are you? Like, I was like, what?
I'm asking that because at this place, see, I'm giving away. You guys want all the recommendations on where to go. Half of you want the recommendations. Half of you don't want me to say anything because if I say something, then people start to go there and they ruin it for the rest of us, right? So, but this is a place I've been hanging out and working a lot there. And what I've noticed is at this place, the office, what I've noticed is very beautiful girls, probably better than any nightclub right now. Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
And I noticed, there's some guys in there, some foreign guys, and they can be, some of them I think go there just to try to meet some girls.
Interesting.
In fact, I saw one guy in there who brought a cat on a leash, and the cat would like walk on his shoulders, and then like he's talking to this girl, and now the girl's holding the cat. It's like a whole thing. This guy was like on another level with the cat. So I was just curious if you experienced anything like that when you're there.
No. I just like on the first thing that come into my mind, I'd be like, what? Who are you? Wait, like you will sit on the wrong place or something. And then I'd be like, oh yeah, I think I know you. And the UV is like, show their story.
What made this situation even weirder is like 10 seconds after I got there, your guy friend showed up.
Yeah.
And he seemed like a very nice guy, right? But for sure, if it was me and I showed up, I'd be like, who the hell is this guy? Right?
Yeah, it's my friends. Like we just come to hang out and chill, and then he's come later. Yeah, so it's like he also asked me, it's like if your friend, I say yeah, I know he do the podcast and I show your podcast one night in Bangkok to him.
Yeah. Well, let's actually, you said an interesting word. You said, oh, it's my friend. Now, after living here for over 6 years, I know if I'm with a girl in Bangkok and she says, she sees someone she knows, she's like, oh, that's my friend. I interpret that a very specific way. Do you agree with that? Like, do you know that you girls do this? Like, Bangkok is a small city. So it's very, it happens a lot. Like, maybe you dated somebody before. Maybe you were more than friends. And then now you're with a new guy and you go out. And maybe you're at, what's your favorite place to go out? Like, bar or nightclub?
If a nightclub, then it's a Baccarat.
Okay. So, perfect. Let's say Baccarat. So you go to Baccarat, right? With your new guy and you see your old guy.
Yeah.
You're going to say like, oh, it's my friend. Especially if he comes up and says hi. Right?
Course.
Am I right? Yeah.
You do? You yeah?
Well, to me, saying friends, we know what that means, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes-
Like now we are friends.
It means another F word, but not friend.
Yeah. Something like that.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I've been hanging out at the office. In fact, many people that watch the podcast see me at the office and they come say hi. I just met a lovely guy from Italy, Luciano, I think his name is. He came up to me and said hi there. So if you're at the office and you see me, or if you see Bambi, go say hi to Bambi.
Hi.
Right? Cool.
Can you come to say hi?
So Cherlissa, where did you just come from? You just literally arrived in at the airport.
Yes,
and then came here.
Exactly. Just arrived here. I came from Phuket today. It was a long vacation for about 5 days to 7 days. And yes, it was raining. Car couldn't move. And I tried my best to get here early.
Did you go to Phuket with your two friends here?
Yes, we were spending time there the whole time together for our graduation trip. We just graduated too.
Graduated university, right?
Yes.
Okay.
A month ago.
So why did you choose Phuket?
It's a popular destination for everybody. Just 1 hour flight. So
no,
we were
I don't
like,
need the amazing Thailand tourism board answer. I need the real answer. Like I went to get drunk. Like
I feel like Phuket, it's way more fun with friends because there's a lot of beach clubs, interesting ones, and also nice party. And one of the clubs that I like is Illusion, number 9 clubs in the world. And we went there, you know. Also, there are some friends' birthday, and we wanted to attend, and congratulations with them.
Friend birthday?
Yes, a friend's birthday.
Was it a guy or a girl?
Both, actually.
Okay. No, I'm listening to you talk.
Yeah.
I'm listening to you talk. You speak English very well, and your accent, to me, sounds like a West Coast American accent.
Really?
Did you date an American guy?
I used to date an American guy before, but I don't think it's how I get the accent from.
I can hear it. I think is he from the West Coast of US?
Yeah.
Where? California?
California.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought. I'm good at this, huh?
Yeah, just pick up a little bit because I feel like whatever language I speak, I tend to pick up everything so quickly. And even I learned some, for example, French.
If you told me you live in Los Angeles, I would 100% believe you based on the way you're speaking.
Oh, I'm trying to practice my English.
Okay. Okay, so tell me about Phuket though, because I haven't been in like 3 years.
3 years.
What is it like now?
So before I went to Phuket a lot, but then after COVID, so we paused this trip. And then, so what month is it now? May, right? June. So May we went to Phuket a lot, and then June again was amazing, but this is low season. The high season will come again in September. What is the worst part of this trip was that it has been raining all day. Yeah. But good days. Sometimes there was a yacht day. We had a nice time. We go on the boat and party. And
you went on the boat?
Yes, Yona.
Yona Beach Club.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
that
the thing
was
we were talking about.
Yeah.
So before I knew the name. So before you arrived, we were talking. Bambi, you went to this too? Yona?
Yeah, we just said that like
Not on this trip, I mean, but you went there before?
No.
No?
We just talking about like she asked me did I went to Yona when I went to Phuket. I said no, I didn't. But we just talk about like about the price, about the vibe there.
Because you said it
The
was
price,
3,000 baht
Yeah.
and to get in, unless you get like a table package.
Yeah.
And the 3,000 baht includes like 1,500 food credit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, can I say?
Yeah.
Like, here's the thing. So my friend's birthday, I don't know if that's for everybody, but my friend's birthday, she's like an influencer. So she had to invite 10 girls to get free drinks.
This is the most
free
Los
tables.
Angeles conversation I think
Really?
we've ever had.
Yeah.
No, but I want to clarify because I just realized it's not like a beach. It's a boat. It's like a
Yes. It's a
boat,
catamaran.
yeah.
Yes.
Right? So that makes more sense why it's so expensive. So how does it work? You pay, it goes out for the day or the afternoon, or what is it? How does it work?
I did just check for the day pass. It's 3,000 baht or until 4,500 baht, I believe. But then we get there for free because our friend is like an influencer. So she's bringing 10 girls to be on the boat, right? And then she gets 5,000 baht for free for food. Sorry, for drink credit. But food we pay extra.
Do you know what she has to provide, like Instagram post? Or?
Yes, Instagram story tagging, I believe. Yes.
I see. Yeah, I would like to do something like that, but I just never go to Phuket anymore.
Yeah.
In like 3 years, yeah.
I thought you were gonna say you want to be an influencer and do that.
Yes, I think if you make a great deal with them, that can be possible in bringing a lot of people.
The 5 of you want to come with me? I'll get the boat. You'll come
10
with me?
girls.
10 girls, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, the first time we met at Molino, right?
Yes, we went
Yeah, and
to
then we partied together. We went to Sing Sing together. And actually, you asked me about the podcast and stuff, and I mentioned you about Eric.
Yeah.
That he's from Boston.
Boston.
And you said like you might have heard about your events, right? Because
You were to Boston?
like,
Yeah, I was in Boston. Were you working for a big Nightlife something?
Oh, Big Night Live?
Nightlife something?
Yes, but don't say the name because I don't want people to look me up. Yeah.
I think I follow some people
But
there.
what did you what were you doing in Boston?
For study.
Oh,
like,
you went to
for work and
university?
study.
Work and travel?
Yeah, work and
Work and
Work and
travel.
travel there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
work and
like
travel program. Oh, you go
3
Boston?
months. Yeah, East Coast.
Oh, okay.
What year?
2023.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
after me. Yeah, I
2023.
Yeah, we
You did?
Yeah, I did on 2022.
You were in Boston too?
No, not in
Oh.
Boston, in North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
North Carolina.
Yeah, we do
Interesting.
a lot of nightlife events in Boston. I have a partner there.
I miss
So
Boston.
you probably maybe you met me before, I don't know.
Maybe.
I met some Thai people.
Really?
Yeah. But mostly nobody there knows that I do this and nobody here knows that I do that.
Oh.
So, yeah.
But they might see it on their social medias, no?
I don't really post. I usually keep it separate now.
Wow.
Yeah. So, all right. And Ern, what have you been up to? We already talked about your gay bar experience on
Yeah.
another episode.
Yeah. Well, because actually we're trying to like do so many episodes like, on my day offs, and I'm kind of like out of topics. Like they say, yeah, we can just talk about some random things, and I was like, okay, shit, I need to do something new, and that's why last night I just end up at the gay bars.
Really?
Yeah. And it's just kind of cool experience. It's my first time. I feel so safe there because like there's nobody approach me and flirt on me. Yeah. That's kind of cool vibe, and like everything's so cheap.
Oh, what is it called?
It's called Espresso, Silom Soy 2, and DJ Station, also in the Silom Soy 2. Yeah. Two places, but it's like small alleys. One place, two place, and another one more of like for a little bit for old people that they have like the live music and they sing. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah,
gay
but I
bars.
don't actually party that much, but but before this one, I went to like the trip in Nakhon Nayok just to see some natures, Yeah.
Yes, yes,
Yeah, but I
definitely.
saw you guys party quite a lot actually. Yeah. So like, do you have any favorite one that like the places, or I think you've been some like festival where
The latest festival
Yeah.
that I went to, Color.
yeah.
Yeah, Color Festival. Have you
Pattaya.
been?
Pattaya,
Yes.
right?
Yes, Pattaya.
Yeah, I've been there too, but I did.
Color.
You
Yeah.
both? You
But
both?
I didn't see her. No,
Oh, really?
Color
Color.
Pattaya.
Yes.
Yes, yeah.
Pattaya.
Just like
EDM techno music.
Yeah.
If you like that.
How was it?
It was fun. We were at the backstage, and then we see the artist, the DJ Boris. Yes. Fun to meet. the
yeah,
friends.
but for me it's so hot, so freaking hot. Like-
What you like the most about like that event, that festival?
Well, I'm a girl, so the best part is to get dressed up and meeting some friends, taking nice photos. And then I also enjoy music with the alcohol, with a little bit alcohol, vodka. I love that. Yeah, and enjoying the night. And we went to the after party. So that was an amazing night.
Yeah, I like the music. I like the headline DJ Boris. Yes,
Yes,
I like him.
Boris.
Yes, so I just been there because of him. So because I like his music, kind of like that music. I also go backstage, but I didn't see you.
Really?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
there
But
the whole
because
time.
I go and out because I have friend that they cannot go backstage.
Yeah,
Yes.
but it's hot.
How is the backstage things works? Cause I'm not really sure like how you can get into the backstage.
So there are the packages too. You can buy I believe that was like 7,000 baht to buy to the backstage. But if you know people that could bring you inside, that could get you in. And yeah, I know the people and they get us in.
Yeah,
But
me too.
7,000, I think
Yeah,
that's the price.
it's got the from the promoter.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like a they call color crew.
Yeah.
Yes, that they can give us the backstage.
Ern sent you like some questions ahead of time.
Yeah.
I'm just reading now. That was a really good idea, Ern. So Bambi, she asked you, are you currently in a relationship? How's dating life in Bangkok? And you said, nah, I'm single. The dating life in Bangkok for me is chill. If someone comes along and I vibe with them, I'd go with the flow.
Oh.
But this is the part I like. She says, I like starting with a dinner date. Just talk and enjoy good food. After that, I'm cool with grabbing drinks and chilling at a bar or heading to a party if we're in the mood. So I want to ask you about this because for me, I like going to dinner, doing the whole dinner thing. I like going to a new restaurant. Like I recently went to Mommy Rose. We talked about that recently. Having some good food, maybe with a new person. All of my guy friends think I'm out of my mind. They say, what is the point? They say, this is a waste of time. She won't respect you if you treat her nicely from the beginning, things like this. So if you meet a guy, let's say you meet a guy at the office, not me. Let's say a very handsome French guy at the office.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know why I go to French. I mean, let's be honest.
my
In Bangkok, it's probably
example.
gonna be French,
Maybe another
German, or
example.
Swiss. Those
Yeah.
three.
Okay.
What did you say? What country?
Any country.
Okay.
Maybe another example.
Okay, let's go with Swiss.
Let's go.
Okay.
It's the best.
You meet a handsome Swiss guy at the office. Maybe he has a cat. Maybe that's how he got you. And he's like, would you like to go to this restaurant? Wherever, kind of a nice place. How do you feel about that? Do you like that? Would you rather do something like more low key? Do you think it's weird? You're dropping some money for the first date?
I think it's good that he asks for the dinner first. Like, I think so this guy is like, because some guys, he just asks about like maybe go to his place to take some drink. Yeah, that is not cool. It's like, it's just the first day. Maybe it's like get to know each other from the dinner first, and then we can go party or grab some drink at the bar. It's like, so I think it's like it's good if he come to ask me first about like maybe go have some dinner and talk. Yeah.
Okay, if you had to pick the perfect place
For dinner.
besides Mommy Rose, where,
Not Mara. Which one?
where would you choose?
Ridukan.
Ridukan.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Thai restaurant.
Yeah, it's also have Thai food. It's
beautiful.
on the rooftop.
Where is this?
You know Nobu.
Yes.
Oh,
Nobu
it's
Bangkok. It's
rooftop one.
under Nobu.
What building is that in?
Empire, I think.
Yes, yes,
Empire Tower.
Empire Saturn.
Yeah.
Okay, what is the name of the restaurant again?
Ridukan.
Is this a Thai word or a
I'm
French
not
word?
sure. I think it's like the name is like the Thai word, but I'm not sure what the cuisine is
It's
like.
spelled like LE and then D.
Ridukan.
Ledu.
Kind of like that.
Yeah,
Like-
because actually I saw this restaurant like from my French friend.
Yes.
Like he sent to me and he said like this one he needs to book like earlier in advance for
Oh.
like a month.
This doesn't sound like a cheap place.
yeah. And he's like he booked early for a month. I was like crazy.
But we
It's just-
don't.
yeah.
Maybe don't need like maybe one day before. It's
It depends.
it depends on the times also. Like
yeah.
if the sunset times, then maybe it's have to wait like a little bit long because
Yeah.
people like to go rooftop on the sunset time. But when I been there with my friend, I didn't like go on the sunset time. Yeah.
Okay. Cherlissa, what do you think?
Hi.
Well, actually, let me ask you.
Yes.
So don't feel like you have to just say the same thing Bambi did, but if you meet some handsome German guy, let's say,
Okay.
or in your
I
case,
like that.
Californian guy, I don't know.
Okay. German is fine.
Yeah, I'd go with the German guy.
Sure.
What do you want him? Where do you want him to take you in Bangkok?
Oh,
What's a
for
good
the
first date
time?
for you?
To make me like the person, right?
Well, I mean,
I mean,
to have like, what's a good time for you? I'm assuming if he's like, oh, let's go to this weed shop and get stoned, you're not gonna want to do that.
I don't think I prefer weed shop at the first date,
Yeah.
obviously. But for me, the first impression is the most important thing. I pay attention in the small detail. It doesn't need to be the place all the time, but it's about how the person communicate with me before we actually meet. How I don't really take a week to go on a date. Like maybe it can be 4 days to really go, and then 4 days talking before we really go, right?
Wait, what do you mean 4 days talking?
I mean, that could be the shortest before we go on a date.
That's the shortest. So if you met someone tonight, and tonight is Thursday, and he's like, oh, I'm doing this, and then he messages you tomorrow, Friday, and he's like, oh, tomorrow, Saturday, you want to get dinner?
I don't mind that if I like the person.
Because the problem is, this is from the guy's point of view now.
Yeah.
The problem is, it's very hard to make plans far in advance with ladies, especially in a big city like Bangkok, because you always have so many
Have the plans.
options thrown at you.
Yeah.
So what can happen is, if you're like, maybe, you know, I don't know what's going to happen in 5 days. Let's see. Maybe you end up going to Kolour or something instead.
Yeah.
So it can be hard to plan.
It's actually happened to me. Like he wanted to meet, for example, he wanted to meet in 2 days, but I ended up going to Phuket. I will tell the person like, hey, I need to do my thing first. And then when I come back, we can meet.
Yeah.
So I always put my schedule first. But at the same time, if I like you enough, my time is for you and we could go along together. But if we talk about what kind of dates I like, I feel like it doesn't matter. I like something fun to do for the first date. Some cute activities, for example, painting or going to art gallery. I like
Yeah.
that. Dinner dates is also nice, but I also had the awkward experience with
Wait, I want to ask you about the painting thing.
Yeah.
Has any guy ever suggested going painting?
he didn't suggest it's me, but he
Yeah,
say
okay.
he agreed.
I didn't think so.
Nobody thinks it's cute.
Okay. And how did things work out with the painting guy?
We didn't really
Yeah.
keep talking, you know. Well, he was a nice person, but I didn't see the connection or chemistry
Yeah.
with the person. I mean, the date was cool, it was okay. Keep it friendly, but to
I
be
had a feeling.
like that. No.
When you told me you went painting and then when you told me it was your idea, I'm like, I don't think this is going to work out.
But you know, the thing is, he was like, when I asked him, what do you want to do? He say, whatever you choose.
Whatever
Oh,
you
see,
choose.
that's not gonna work.
Whatever you choose. And I'm like, I want you to choose, but
Do you like the guys plan for a date, or do you want to plan it by yourself?
of course I like when the guys plans for the
Yeah.
date.
Well, it's not only that. It's you want the guy to plan it and you want to actually enjoy it. So it's both things.
Yeah. At the same time, I do have my opinion, but if you keep just
Yeah.
asking a little bit and if you could show me.
Like
I mean,
he can plan, but he should
Yeah.
make it as an option 1, 2, 3, and then you choose the
Yes.
one that you like the most. So
Yeah.
I think that's what girls expect guys to do.
Yeah, if you
Plan,
can
but
read
have an option, not just only one
Well,
place.
What was the awkward situation?
with on the dinner, we just sit there for an hour, and I don't think that I like him, but to me, I keep it friendly. Like I don't want to tell the person that I'm leaving now.
Like, how far into this did you realize you don't like him?
Oh, subtly in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, but what do you see that makes you feel like, oh, there's not gonna work?
Can I really say?
Yeah.
No, it's just my opinions when sometimes a person says something that's disrespectful to others. Like, for example, talking really bad about ex for the first dates when we just met. Or when he is like, talk a lot about how much money he had without me asking it. Like I don't ask people how much money you make like that, but it was like really bad date. He like keep bragging about properties he had and this and that and this and that. Too much. I mean, talking is fine, but too much over and over, like that's really turned off for me.
Where was this date?
Where?
Yeah.
That was like, can I really say? The restaurant called Penthouse and Grill.
I knew it was going to be a super expensive place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been there. I went there. I had dinner there with someone. It was like 8,000 baht.
Oh,
something
do you
like
like her?
Well, do you see her next to me now?
Okay. That's the answer. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a feeling. Yeah, no, for me, so I'm going to switch it to my my
Yeah,
guy
sure.
side now.
Yeah.
I think I'm okay at this, guys. So I think you need to do something, or you should do something that's, respectable. Like for me, I wouldn't want to just go and like get a drink. You could, but like I'd rather do like a proper dinner. It doesn't have to be Penthouse.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be fancy.
Yeah. And I agree with what you said. Like, I think the guy needs to pick, and it needs to be something interesting that the girl
Yeah.
finds interesting. It has to be both of those things.
Yeah.
So I recently went on a date that may have been the worst day I've ever been on in Bangkok. Like,
Oh, wow.
it was very bad. We went to, I might cover this whole story in a separate episode, but we went to a nicer Japanese place.
Yeah.
And she was, well, I've been here long enough to know that Thai women don't usually run on time. Like if you say
we
this
always
time-
late.
so
Little.
I told her 7:30. I told her 7, and feel free to correct me at any point here. I said 7:30. I told her 7:30, but I made the reservation for 8:30. And then she showed up at 7:20 or 8:20, almost an hour late, but in perfect time for the reservation. Yeah. What I noticed first though is how the girl shows up, like how she's dressed.
Yeah.
Because if she doesn't put in any effort,
Yes.
I don't expect her to look like she's going to be, attending some like formal event. But there's a difference between like jeans and like a whatever shirt. You know what I mean? So I didn't love that when she showed up. And then when we went inside, the restaurant was great, by the way. I love this place. But she basically just like sat there, and we were at like a counter. So we're both facing the same way. And she just sat there and she would like literally not talk at all.
Oh.
Like, and she told me later she's just shy. But I don't know. I didn't like it.
Was that because of the language barrier, or do you think it's something else?
It could be maybe a little bit. I'm not sure to be honest. But it was a very, very bad. Like from my end, it was very bad.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Have you ever had a
It's awkward.
Yeah,
It's
It
like
is. And in
just
fact,
quiet and quiet.
It was so bad. I like, this is what I'll do. Like, I will try. Like, I understand it's kind of at the beginning, you have to like get it going.
Yeah.
But if I'm not feeling any effort back,
Yeah.
I'll just stop and I'll just enjoy my food and then pay and then we leave. And then we were going to go to a bar, just like you said, dinner and then maybe like party after, a bar after. We were on the way there and I'm thinking like, this isn't working out. And so I was like, you know what? So I just said to her in the car, I'm like, to be honest, I don't think this is working out. Like, I don't know if you don't feel that good today or like, you know, maybe you're just shy, but maybe I'll just get you a car and you can go wherever. Yeah.
Have you ever had the situation like that?
Yeah. I think it's
They're
not
like-
about the look at all. It's not about how the person look or how the man look like or what he has or what he wears, but it's about the chemistry between people. I ever went on a date with like very handsome guy, looks like Jude Bellingham. You know that? Yeah, he looks like Jude Bellingham.
I love him.
Like every girl's dream. But the thing is, and he's so nice to me, but I asked the question to myself the whole time, why didn't I see the chemistry? And it was me who got turned off. It's not that he was rude, he was so nice. It's just the chemistry between us two that was, it's not. Yeah, so I think I need to be respectful and say I needed to go home.
Do you ever come across any weird cultural things that you're like, ooh, that's weird, but maybe it's normal for him? Or normal for you, but weird for him?
No more for me, but weird for him.
Yeah.
I can't think about it now. Like for you, what is it like?
I find that if I'm talking to a Thai woman,
Yeah.
they are very sensitive when it comes to like face. Like if I not catch them, but if I notice something or if something comes up, they will do whatever they can to get around that without just saying like, I did
Like
something
what?
wrong or I did something bad or this happened or something like that.
For example?
I could give some examples, but I may want to save this story.
Yeah.
But you know, I don't know. Like I don't know. Maybe I discovered they have some sketchy past or something like that. But they won't just admit it. I already know, but they won't just admit it. Yeah. Not that I'm like grilling them about it, but you know, if we both know something. Okay, I'll give you an example. I'll give you a real example instead of being annoying. So I met this girl, very beautiful, obviously. We had very good chemistry. Very good. And actually she took me like within the first few weeks of knowing her to go to her hometown and meet her family. This isn't the one that just happened. I had a similar kind of thing happen recently. It wasn't that one. This is from years ago.
Yeah.
So things are going very good. Then maybe like 3 or 4 weeks into this, she said like, I'm going to be going to the Maldives on Sunday. And I'm like, that's interesting. I'm like, because here's the thing. There's certain people, like if you told me you were going to the Maldives, I probably wouldn't think it's weird, to be honest with you. But I know her and her situation. And, you know.
I kind of get what you mean.
And so I was like, so I kind of play along. So I'm like, oh, what are you doing there? Oh, I said, how long are you going for? And she said, a week. I'm like, oh, interesting. I'm like, what are you doing there? She's like, I'm doing, because her job was marketing, but for like a place here in Bangkok, not a big company, like a local place.
Okay.
And she's like, I'm going to help a hotel. My friend is the manager of this hotel. I'm going to be doing some marketing things. And I'm thinking, okay, let me get this straight. You, a young Thai woman that doesn't have great English skills, is going to get flown out to the Maldives for a week to do some marketing thing of all the people in the world, right? Like she expects me to believe this. So, you know, I'm kind of laughing. Like I don't want to make her feel bad, but like
Yeah.
at the same time, because here's the thing. I'm assuming there's some guy paying for her time, right? And I'm also assuming she may be embarrassed about that. She doesn't want me to know about that. And maybe she feels like she has to do that for whatever reason, for herself, for her family. So I kind of understand that part. But don't lie to me like I'm stupid. Like I just got off the plane yesterday. Yeah.
Okay, I understand. I understand.
And then the funny part is 2 days before she was supposed to go, she's like, oh, yeah, that trip, oh, it's canceled. I'm like, oh, really? It's canceled. I'm like, what happened? She's like, oh, all the staff at the hotel got COVID, so they canceled it.
Huh?
This was during the COVID time.
That is not a good reason.
I was like, okay, interesting. The funny part was a month and a half later, 6 weeks later, she went to, I think, Malaysia. Yeah.
Okay.
You want to say or?
So how would you, if you were me, if you were a guy, from the guy's point of view, because I think girls, your side of it, Thai women, see this a lot from the inside.
Yeah.
What would you suggest? Like, how should a guy approach this? Like, if you're in my situation and you think the girl you're seeing is doing something like this, what should we do?
What should the guy do?
Yeah. Should they just be like, see you later and walk away? Should they try to like talk about this? Should they just pretend it doesn't exist?
If you know that she lying, and it's like maybe she didn't want to talk about that, or she don't want to tell you because like she lies already. So I don't know, because even if you ask her straight directly, maybe she's not gonna answer or something. Maybe it's like just pretending, and maybe it's like not talk with her, or maybe it's like you can ask her that directly.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's about like when you were with her, is that the situation between you and her, is that serious or not? I mean, maybe the girl doesn't want to lie, but maybe you're not serious enough to tell everything. Like maybe it's like maybe that time you also maybe dating someone else as well. You're talking, maybe she's also the same. She also talking to someone, and someone indicates that it's not her friend, like willing to take her on date to Maldives. So maybe it's just that case that you guys are not that serious to tell everything. It's not like lying, but like okay, if I'm dating, for example, if I'm dating with you, but I also talking to another guy, like we are not serious. Like, should I tell you that I'm going with another guy? Like, how it's gonna end? It's gonna ruin the mood.
If I ask
like
you why you're going to the Maldives and you tell me for marketing, come on.
Or should I lie it better?
Yeah, you should be a better liar,
Okay,
I guess.
it should be a better liar.
So another thing I noticed, I was recently out with someone. I was recently out with a girl, and I wanted to kind of like figure out her situation, right? But I know I'm not going to just ask them like, what's your job?
Yeah.
Because maybe this could be sensitive. Like I find sometimes it's like cannot be great to ask that right away like that. So instead I asked like, I asked her about her parents, and then I'm like, what do your parents do for work? That's
I got that question a lot.
The roundabout way to get there, right? Because I think they don't see where it's going. So she was like, what does your mom do? My mom doesn't work. What does your dad do? Oh, my dad doesn't work. Oh, so do you support your parents, or, and then now we start to unravel this. In this particular case, I also noticed that she had the Wise app on her phone. Do you know what Wise is?
Yes.
Do you know what Wise is?
Why?
Don't say it. Do you know?
Yeah.
Do you know her?
Yeah.
Oh, you do know?
Yeah, of
I'm
course.
surprised. Okay. Because I felt like this was my feeling at the time. If this girl has the Wise app loaded up right up on the front page of her phone, she's into something. Yeah, she's into something.
No,
but
not everyone.
Yeah, but like I also have, but I have because since I went to USA,
Oh, that's
I need
true.
to
Okay.
transfer.
It's the same
Yes, so I
as
still
mine.
didn't
Well,
deal
she's
with
never
it.
been out of the Thailand, so.
That's
Yeah.
suspicious.
Yeah.
I mean, I think nowadays girls get flown out to outside of Thailand,
Yeah, yeah.
or it becomes normal nowadays that you get paid for doing this, doing that, right? Or maybe you don't need to get paid if maybe you don't need to get paid to do that, but you just go, what they call it, holiday girlfriend,
Holiday
boyfriend,
girlfriend.
right, like that, right?
Yeah.
It depends how serious you are. If I'm in committed relationship with a man, I will put in this situation. I will not let this thing happen. You know.
Yeah. But if you're single,
but if you're single, but if I'm single,
you must have gotten some good offers.
I don't know.
Well, I know you have. So tell me about one of these offers.
What do you mean offers? Who
Yeah,
offers
like,
me?
oh, how would you like to go to Bali one
okay,
week?
on the DM request.
Your friends are laughing back here.
On IG requests, girls get a lot of offers.
A lot.
And then some things just seems unrealistic. And some things seems
What's unrealistic?
like $6,000 a day. Real unrealistic.
I'd be like,
Yeah.
No.
MasterCard or Visa. Like,
Yeah.
No, but it's not that
And
we're
also
doing that.
maybe it's like his profile's kind of like scammer.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
what we face every day on Instagram. The DM requests asking to go on vacation with you.
They don't
And
know
they're
you. They just
don't
DM
know.
you.
Like they just DM
Yeah,
you.
kind of
they
like
know
just
you.
a random message.
can you imagine any Thai girl actually doing this?
Of course.
They do.
Of
For
course.
some random person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know the story, but yeah, I know people.
Interesting.
Classic.
Classic.
Actually, I had a friend that also like she's been friend with me for years, from party. Okay, we're not that close, but we talk sometimes. But then she knows that I'm just like working, okay, party in Bangkok and work and work and work. But then she ended up asking me like, do you want to go to Dubai for free? Like how is that possible for free? No, it's just like hanging out with like my friend's boss. It's just just eat, just party. I was like, is that just that? And how much you gonna earn? You will earn a lot. Like, are you free? And I was just thinking like, you see me, if I take things like this, I mean, there's nothing wrong if you wanna go like that. It's fine for me. But like, if I take that, I might be rich now. But like, you
Instead,
see me,
she's hanging out with me.
I mean, like, I still go crazy in Bangkok. I still work and work. Like, you think I'm a person that I wanna take that? Yeah, I mean, some of my friends take that chance, just to enjoy her life. But what I wanna ask you to about like the words holiday girlfriend. For example, like guys invite you to join some trip, whatever it's in Thailand or it's like outside of Thailand. But some guys also like blame and judge a lot that we try to take benefits from guys. What do you think about that? Like, that someone willing to pay for you for a trip, but there are also some other people that judge you, like you just want to take advantage from him. You just want free dinners, you just want free trips. Is that just that, or you have something more?
If for me, if I'm about to go on a vacation with someone, I need to like the person. It need to be my date that I know for a long time. It need to be a boyfriend. I really can't be there and spending the dinner time with the person without knowing him, without knowing what his emotions like. But then again, if people try to judge that Thai girls are doing this for the money and trying to take advantage of you, to me, as long as I am standing here, I don't need to prove my point for what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Like, I know who I'm dating, and I know that I'm not going to take advantage from anybody or taking someone's money. Why would I care about that opinions, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's like we just like I also like don't random to go. If we just like he just like sends a message, invites. No, we need to get to know each other.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like don't have to be like get to know like for so long, like get to know each other. And if we go, it's like it's because of he invites, but I didn't like you pay me and I'm gonna go with you. No, we didn't do like that. Like I didn't do like
But
that.
what if you went on some dinner and he just said can we split or something like that?
Oh, split the bill
Yeah.
for the first date.
Yeah.
No problem. Yeah, you can split, or you want me to pay? I can pay. I'll ask that.
I
No
be
problem.
like if
But what you gonna feel about that
Oh,
if the guys?
I think it's a manner. Okay, to me, splitting or 50-50, it's about who invites. Usually, the guys invites me, and I barely see the situation where I need to split. But if it's happened, I'm happily paying. Like no problem. But it's you who invited me first. But if it was my idea, I prepared everything in my wallet. Like you got to have everything covered before you go to the places. You don't know.
Yeah.
Things could happen. What
yeah.
about you?
For me, it's like if he invites me and kind of like tells like he's like me, he's want to take me to go to the date, I would like if we're gonna split the bill, I'm feels okay with if that person is be friends, like if we are friends, then yes, of course, split the bill. It's like okay, but it's like if that night he's kind of like take me there and he says like he like me, blah blah blah, and he gonna split the bill. I'm okay with that too, because yeah, it's like good that we also need to like prepare before go there, but it's like maybe the next day. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I can pay, but the next day, bye bye, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Or maybe it's like we be friend. If like if okay to be friend.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's exactly what he wanted to hear. Let's be friends.
Let's be
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah.
But I don't tell. It's like let's be friends.
Yeah. Do you think like for guys, like if they pay for the first date, do you expect them to, like for example, you go for a serious relationship with him?
Yeah.
Do you expect him to support you everything forever? Or you think like it's something that okay, we can take some responsibility like 50-50?
If it's serious,
Yeah.
No need to like support everything. I can work by myself. Like you also work, like okay, maybe support like something, but not like cover everything in my life. No need to.
I think it depends on the mindset of the guy and you. Some girls expect men to pay everything. Some girls expect men to pay half or partly, and some men is willing to do that. Like some men have no problem with that, right? But if it was me, I believe that I can't really live in somebody's dream. I really want to live my dream. If I'm living in your dream, using your money the whole time, like, how can I be happy with that if I didn't really get to do what I have been dreaming of to all my life? And if you are willing to give me money, why don't you give me business? And
I like that.
and I can work on that, and we
I like
can
that.
become, what do you call it, a life partner or
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I used to think if only people had an opportunity. I've told this story several times, but it's one of the things that sticks out in my head the most from here in Thailand. I was hanging out with a friend. He was talking to this girl. He met her on Tinder, but they never met. And it just turned out we were across the street from each other. We were at the Commons in Thong, and they were at Beer Belly across the street. Do you know Beer Belly?
yes.
Is that gone now? I think it's something different, maybe.
My
it
friends
closed.
like going to Beer Belly.
Anyway, so we go across the street. We meet these two girls. Very beautiful. In fact, one of them was some beauty queen, something. And to this day, she may be to me, the most attractive Thai girl I've ever seen. Okay. But here's the but. It's, we were talking and she was like, oh, you guys are so lucky. You're European, you're American. Like, we don't have any opportunity here in Thailand. And like, we're like, what are you talking about? And she's like, well, you do this for a job, you do this, we can't do that. My friend and I look at each other and we're like, well, what did you do last night? And she was like, oh, I was out drinking. Like, okay, well, that's the problem, because you could have been online learning, researching, starting a business, getting something going, whatever. But instead you just use as an excuse that, oh, you're in Thailand, there's no hope for you. And in reality, everybody has different advantages, right? For her, it may be that she's so good looking and so well connected that she can reach out to people and get help, get coaching, like get something going. But if you always just complain like, oh, this is my situation, then nothing changes. And what I found is with some people, like in terms of relationships, I would love to do exactly what you said. Like, oh, I can teach you something, I can help you with something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if the other person doesn't like take that and then go, it doesn't matter. So I think that especially in a city like this, I don't know if it's just that it might be a girl thing, it might be a Thai thing, it might be a mix, it might be a big city thing, but I find that some portion of females here get very comfortable just existing. And for me as a guy that's getting older, I don't like that. That's one of the first things I notice. I think young guys don't care about this as much.
When everything gets too comfortable, like living in the bubble, you are given, but you are not giving, but because energy is reciprocate, right? And the man in the society, the roles or need to be leading, but you could be follower sometime. Doesn't mean you need to be leader all the time. You're a human, right? There is something that you don't know, but the man can teach the woman, and I think every man can know. It doesn't need to be the smartest woman, but she really needs to try, at least putting an effort and trying. And then if something doesn't work, we can work this out, because there are some cases that men really teach women, and then this women leave them for the better things. I think it's happened, but you need to make sure that who you are dealing with, that's a commitment.
Yeah. And I think it's like it's also need to be, it's like if you want to get something, you should like make yourself deserve that too.
Yeah.
I think it's like,
So I think we could agree that dating in Bangkok is not easy. Probably for a lot of reasons. I mean, there's so many people, there's always new people coming in and out, right?
yeah.
So I have my stories from, my side of the fence here. But from your side, like the people you know, like, or girls that you're aware of, what are some like things that have happened that you're like, ooh, like I can't believe she did that, or maybe she's doing something secretly. Like, what are some things that the guys wouldn't know?
Something that a guy wouldn't know.
Yeah, like maybe okay, the classic, she's dating this guy, but she has like 3 guys
Like
overseas
having many boyfriends.
something like, well, I don't know if you'd even call them boyfriends.
I don't know, or they call it, what do you call it? Sugar daddy?
Sugar daddy.
Sponsor?
Yeah.
That's what we use a lot. Sugar daddy or sponsors.
But
It's kind of like a basic thing, like not like no, we're not normalize it, but like it's kind of like basic things that like guys don't know. I think guys also did the same, like sometimes the cheating thing that but for a girl it's about like, okay, we have a boyfriend, and then we have the sugar daddy.
oh yeah, like I'll give you a great example.
Chinese sugar daddy. My friends have that, and I asked her, and she's proud of that. She's like, but she say in the way that like her life, she has a lot of debts, and she think it's the way to survive.
And that's, I noticed that. Yeah, I understand that. What are the responsibilities of a sugar baby?
Be a cute girl for your daddy.
But is that it? Is this guy in China? He's never coming to Bangkok?
They come, of course.
Yeah.
You did some activity, of course.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
It depends.
Is that a requirement? I didn't know.
I don't know. It depends. Not every sugar daddy did that, but for my friend, they did that, but they quite kind of proud of that. They're just like, because I have to survive, I have no choice. They need quick money, so yeah.
I was at Baccarat the other night, and the club closed, and I was sitting out in the lobby. I was with my friend and his girlfriend and her friends, and they're all kind of floating around. It was like my friend and like 5 girls, and they're all floating around. You probably know, if I showed you a picture of these people, I'm sure you would know who they are.
Oh.
And I was sober because I'm boring, and I'm kind of tired. I'm just chilling on the couch. But like, you ever notice as a girl, like when the club is closing, guys get real desperate. Like, do you know what I mean? Like they go into like hyperdrive.
Okay.
So I'm sitting out in the lobby. It's like a hotel lobby. On the couch is my friend, his girlfriend, some of her friends are sitting around, and they're very good looking, right? And these guys are coming out like one by one, like just trying, right? And I'm sitting there laughing and I'm thinking like, I'm sure I'm gonna make fun of these guys. I'm sure I was in the same position before. Okay, so I'll admit that. But this night I was not, and so I'm laughing at these guys. Like they're all, and they always do the same thing, right? They come over to you, they talk to you for like 30 seconds, and they're like, "Oh, can I have your Instagram?" Right? And then you're like, "Yeah, okay, yeah," and then you give it to them, and then you forget, you don't even remember them 10 seconds later.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So this guy is talking to this girl. I'll call her in the white dress. There was a white dress and a black dress, and they looked like they could be sisters. And this kind of, I don't want to call him nerdy, but he, okay, he was nerdy. He was a little nerdy looking. He was tall. He wasn't bad looking. And he was from the Netherlands. Okay, for all you Dutch guys out there. And he gave it a go and whatever, and she gave the Instagram, and then some other girls in the group, they wanted to go to Khao San Road. So what do? They call on Grab a 10-passenger van to go from Baccarat to Khao San Road with our group and a few other guys they met. And this kind of tall guy sweet talks this girl enough to go in the van with us, right? And I'm with my friend laughing, because I'm telling him, like, this guy has no idea. He's about to waste the next 2 hours of his life and probably some money, because there's zero chance it's going to go anywhere. So they go Khao San Road, they go party, they go drink. So I asked my friend the next day, whatever happened to that guy? Did your girlfriend, did she tell you what her friend did? Oh yeah, they just left. They just drank and then they left them at the end of the night. Oh, see, I have to go, bye. And then he added, oh, this girl, she has a boyfriend. This girl already has a boyfriend. So in other words, this girl is not interested in this guy, lets him take her out drinking, partying. She already has a boyfriend, and then she ditches him anyway.
Yeah.
I'm sure you see this kind of thing regularly.
Yeah.
But it's shocking to me, because why, if she has a boyfriend, would she be even like entertaining this idea, number one? And number two, if she's not interested in this guy, why lead him on literally throughout the streets of Bangkok, from place to place, and do this whole thing?
Free drinks, fun nights, crazy nights.
I think you girls can afford a few beers on Khao San Road. I don't think you need this guy.
Of course, but sometimes when, guys invited you, it's kind of the feeling is like, wow, excited. Like, oh, cool, where you gotta go? Okay, cool. But it's not just like, if you are the only girl, it might be a little bit like dangerous. But if you're like with a group of your girls, like, wanna go?
You know what I think it was? I think some of the other girls in the group, they had guys, and this girl didn't want to feel left out.
Every time when I go out with my friends, there's the one that like go and talk to some group of guys and then come back and then, hey, we have the after party.
Yes.
So, huh? Like, how? Who? Okay, wanna go? Okay, let's go. Just like that.
The leader.
Yes, but sometimes that leader has to, like be with that guy, and us just like, hey, good luck.
The rest are like, oh, I'm enjoying what I have it here.
Yeah, but the leader has to be like, okay, you take care.
This guy was so excited. Like, he got in the van and he was like, you ever be with the guy and he's like, you can tell like, oh, he thinks this is going somewhere. And he's like, he's like so happy. And this ain't going anywhere.
It ain't going anywhere.
Yeah. It was like
Ruin
that.
his dream.
Yeah. I went a while back. I dated someone who I'm not gonna name who it is, but I bet some people there would like know who she is. And the second time I saw her, we were out at the bar with two of her friends, and her friends met these guys, very good looking guys. Okay. And so after we all go get food on Soy 11, like late night, like back when they had all those, that restaurant there.
In front of the soy.
No, like halfway down, they had like
yeah.
the outdoor
like the
restaurant.
one that opened like late.
Yeah, but it's gone now. So we're sitting there eating for like 30 minutes, 45 minutes. And then the girls start doing the thing where they're talking to each other, which, as a guy, whenever the girls start going back and forth like that, it's it's never good, right? And then the two friends say like, by the way, during this dinner, the guys won't shut up. They're trying to be funny. They're trying to do this. They're probably talking about their property in Australia or whatever. Like you said, I'm just sitting there not saying anything. And what ended up happening is the girls said like, oh, we're really tired. We're gonna go home. We have to get up early, like this kind of thing. And the guys look really confused, like, why would you bring us out here, like to the restaurant, and then you're just gonna leave us, right? So they ditched the guys. So I turned to my girl, and I say, what happened? I thought your friends liked these guys. And she said something to me that has stuck in my mind. It's been burned into my mind ever since. She turned and she said, sometimes they just don't know when to stop talking. And I was like, huh.
That's
Sometimes they just don't know when to stop talking.
So now if I'm like in this kind of situation and I'm like, oh, I gotta do something, I don't do anything. I just sit there with a smile on my face and enjoy the atmosphere. Yeah.
You don't have to say a lot if you see something. Just enjoy the atmosphere,
Yeah.
making situation better.
can say, but not like talk like every second.
I know I
Like,
have to talk a lot on here because this is,
Yeah.
this is the format. But in real life, I'm very quiet, I think, most of the time. Unless I'm with
Pretty
someone I know
quiet.
well. Maybe with Ern, I'll like complain about a lot of things. Yeah.
You see the closure. Yeah. Sometimes girls get shy. Some men really get shy in front of very beautiful girl they see, right?
All right. Well, we're going to get out of here soon, but I want one tip from all three of you before we leave.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's imagine you're
Let's
out.
use our brain.
Okay. Because there's a lot of people that come here from all over the world. They're coming for a few weeks, or maybe they're moving here for some time. There's maybe some cultural things to
Yeah.
adjust to. Let's say you're out at your favorite bar club. Where would that be for you? Baccarat? You like somewhere else now? Where are you going to be on like a Friday night? Where's your go-to place?
You wanna go first?
Yeah. It depends on your vibe. Sometimes I like luxurious vibe. Sometimes I like, very local. So I would recommend for very local and low key, I recommend the train market. ตลาดรถไฟ ชื่ออะไรนะ
Train market?
Yes ตลาดรถไฟ
Didn't it close?
No, there's still
ศรีน
ตลาด
ครินทร์เหรอ?
Yes ตลาดรถไฟ or จตุจักร night market. And what's my favorite is บรรทัดทอง a lot of food.
Near Jula.
Yeah, near Chula
Chulalongkorn University.
Okay.
Bantatong, you see the good local street food. 10 out of 10. I recommend that. But if you want to go more of the high-end places, my favorite bar would be Vertigo at Banyan Tree.
What about like if you were going out with your girls somewhere?
With my girls,
Yeah.
I like, it used to be Pastel, but now we don't really go out like that a lot, right?
Yeah.
I like, it's more like jazz bar. This called Abandoned Mansion. Yeah, I like jazz bar.
Yeah, they have on Monday they have like when the time that
Yes.
people can go sing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing. And then another jazz bar I recommend is the Bamboo Bar at Mandarin Hotel. Yes.
Crimson Room is also
Crimson
good.
Room.
Oh,
Yes,
I'm
Crimson
nodding
Room.
because
why are
I've-
you smiling?
I've taken dates to all of these places.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Such a pro.
Yeah, just try.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Now let's say you're at like a nightclub. I don't know where you like. You said Baccarat? I forgot which one of you said Baccarat.
Baccarat, she said.
I
Or-
said Baccarat.
Okay. Answer me this. Let's say you're at Baccarat and some nice German guy sees you and is like, oh, that
Why-
girl is exactly
Bad
my
voice.
type. How do you think he should approach you? Like, what would make you feel comfortable in a place like Baccarat?
Okay, can dance and drink and cheers like next to me, but it's not gonna comfortable when it's like he try to come like on the backs
Touch
and
you.
it's like touch and just kind of like touch like down.
Yeah,
That was
I
like
think I know
and
you-
it's like or maybe it's like this and then it's like
Should we do a role play here? Get your drink. Get your drink.
Yeah.
I'm gonna-
Maybe role play, like if you're dancing.
I'm gonna show you guys. Here. Get your drink, right? So like, what
Yeah.
with the DJ?
Yeah, you're just dancing. And I'm the girl next to you.
Wait, I don't know if the camera can still see me. Okay. So the DJ is like, let's say over here. You're over here. I look. Oh, you're here. You look at me. I go like yeah. And then I just go like this. Okay. And then you're smiling. Okay, now I'm in. That's it.
That's it. That's a
yeah,
trick.
like
Yes.
just look at the eyes and it's like, okay, sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
but no, it's like
No, it's like,
hi. It's like
yeah, that's weird.
Like I mean, like, oh wow, like just like a come down, like
yeah, giving eye contact. The first thing.
yeah, it's like eye contact and
Mm.
and it's like
That I'm
maybe
interested.
again and then it's like oh cheers.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's enough for tonight. I hope we didn't get too many people in trouble. We're gonna have to have your friends back so we can get all the real secrets on you.
Can I tell? There's one spot that my friends like. They like to go to GOT. They say my friends say GOT. It's more of the ABC vibe.
Well, I was gonna say you must like the Asian guys.
Yes, they love Asian guys. The Japanese, Korean.
The Korean, the tall
we
Korean.
call it numti.
What's that?
Numti.
It's mean
Really?
Yeah, the guy that's like Asians like
Numti
eyes
typically describe the
cute
Asian men.
and it's like the eyes yeah.
I see.
Yeah, for GOT. If you love numti, go to GOT.
Yeah. I've been once, but I feel like it's not.
Not
I'm
for
in the
you.
wrong spot. Yeah.
not for you.
I've been there and it's crowded. It's so
But the
like,
girls, their faces or like their face cards are insane. The girls.
yes,
they
It's
are so
a lot of
beautiful.
influencers.
Yeah.
A lot of like yeah.
All right, guys. If you enjoyed listening to these lovely ladies for the last hour, hit the subscribe button. Check us out on Apple and Spotify podcasts. Subscribe to the Clips channel. Buy us a coffee down below. And we will see you in the next episode.